Hey, this is Retired Geek Woman, Adventures with Rhiannon, Stardew Valley, Retired Slow Play, part number 91. And we are on day 18 of fall of year number 3. And there we are at 413,000. Isn't that awesome? We're making good money. Today is Jody's birthday. I thought maybe that we had full friendship hearts with Marnie, but it's Marnie, not Jody. But we don't. She likes pink cake and something else. So we'll try if we can. Again, I'm only really working on people trying to get their hearts up to 8 first, and then we'll go further on later on. But for now, we're just gonna go to 8. And the birthday, the calendar on the wall is wonderful because I could double check those birthday, and I had a cake. So if I happen to see Marnie, I'll run and give it to her. That'll max out the hearts. You never lose hearts, so it's not a waste of time. The cakes were free. I think we got them as a gift or something in the community center. I don't know. So anyway, as I'm doing my morning chores, I'm going to do some housekeeping. First off, I have got so many new subscribers, and I want to thank you so much for subscribing. You have no idea how much that means to me. It really is affirming that I'm doing something that other people are enjoying, or at least appreciate enough to hit that subscribe button. So thank you so very much for that. I want to mention that sometime during this video there is going to be a secret word of the day. And when you hear that, what I want you to do is go down to the comment section and use that secret word of the day in a sentence. Be creative. Don't say the secret word of the day is whatever it's going to be. Just use it in a sentence and entertain me. Please do this. Don't hurt my feelings. I want you to do this. This is going to be fun. So we are checking. Right now I'm checking my farm animals and everything. And let's double check here. And I'm not sure. I think that was Clara. That was the mama cow. And now Belle looks like 1 year, or is old enough to be able to give us milk. So look at that. Every day now we'll be getting milk from Belle. So that's going to help our cheese production. So that's great. Really, I want all goats, but we got baby Belle, and that's okay. We'll take the milk. What I'm doing here is I actually want to keep one of each size and quality, so that's why I'm going to start putting some of those in there. You never know when you're going to need one of those small ones, and you only get them when they're babies, so you got to kind of plan ahead, because I will need those eventually. No, don't eat that pink cake. So we'll put that back away. So we'll keep working on our chores. I'm going to keep working on the housekeeping. I wanted to reiterate that this is a retired slow play. So what that means is I do not power game. I do not min-max. I do not get 1 billion gold in the first year. I just relax and enjoy the game. Now I do have a plan. I do have what I'm going to do. I do have a plan sketched out of where I'm going to go with this playthrough, but that's a lot different than power gaming and min-maxing. So this is not what that is. I realized I did not replant my star fruits yesterday. I can't believe I forgot that. And it's like, oh my gosh, it looked like the fertilizer was still there. So I was panicking. Where's my star fruit? Where's my star fruit? So anyways, I want us to explain that we're going to relax and enjoy this game. And the whole entire plan for the game overall is to reach 100% completion. And what that means is at some point in the game, we're going to see where we can see how much of the content that we have reached, have touched, have experienced, have done. And once we see that, then you'll see what I'm talking about. But we're not there yet. But at some point we'll get 100% completion where we've done 100% of the game. So that's where I'm going to go with this playthrough, and I think I'll probably stop it at that point. However, you don't have to. You can just keep right on playing if you want. This is one of those games that doesn't have an ending if you don't want to have an ending. So that's kind of where I'm going with it, and I'm going to share it with you. The thing I wanted to mention, I know that I see a lot of when I'm searching for games and things, I see a lot of blind playthroughs, and that's what they say. And I think some of them really are blind playthroughs based on what I'm seeing of the video, but I think sometimes they are not so much blind playthroughs, and either they have poured through wikis and things like that, or it's not a blind playthrough. So I'm telling you, this is not a blind playthrough up to a point. because my 11-year farm, I had reached, I think it was either 86 or 87%, and that's when I stopped. So when I get to the point where I'm past the content that I have played, I will tell you. So I have played through this content before, but really what's really kind of cool is sometimes I come across things I've never seen before, and I'll tell you when that happens, because it's kind of fun. It's like, wow, I don't, either I don't remember it because of my short-term memory loss, or I've never seen this content before. So I'll tell you when that happens. So that's some of our housekeeping while we're kind of doing our morning chores here. I did do a poll in my on my community tab, and I asked, do you want to see morning chores? And the responses that I got said yes. So if you want to participate and help answer questions like that, then go to my community tab and check it out. There's all kinds of information on the community tab. That's where I communicate with my community. So as a whole, because if you're not listening to a video right now and you don't pay attention to every single word that I say in the video, then you won't know when I'm trying to tell you something. So the community tab is where I am able to do that. I also do things like post pictures of my kitty cats, which are absolutely precious. And I also put, if there's going to be a change of schedule, I'll let you know there. So it's really an important tab for you to check out periodically. And then there's also my About tab, which is also important. It's got my upload schedule, and I keep this current. So for now, right now, I'm doing Stardew Valley on Mondays and Fridays at 11 a.m. American Eastern Time. And then I do Ken Seed on Wednesdays at 11 a.m. American Eastern Time, which is another really awesome game. And I only play games that I really am passionate about, and I will not play games that I do not enjoy. I've seen playthroughs of games where people really, it's funny, you can hear them in the beginning, they're enthused about it, and then later on I can hear it in their voice, they're not so enthused. And so I don't want to do that, which is why if you go to my playlists, you're going to see a playlist for Skyrim. And what has always happened to me with that game is I get so far into it and I lose interest. So I thought doing a playthrough for y'all would keep me interested. Well, I can tell that I was starting to get burnt out on it, so I paused the playthrough because I don't want to give you content that is lackluster. I just don't think that's fair, and you're certainly not going to watch. I want you to watch my videos all the way to the end and find them engaging and find them interesting and learn things. I don't want you to hear my flat voice, kind of drudging through. And if I continue playing at that point when I got to that point, then it would not have been, get that honey out of there. It would not have been a positive experience for you guys. And that's the opposite of what I want. So I decided to pause it, and I plan to pick it back up at some point. And when I do, I'll pick it back up where I left off. In the past, that's not been the case. I always start over again because it's been too long or I don't remember where I was at. Well, as one of my wonderful viewers pointed out, I have videos to remind me exactly where I was at. So I think I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I can go back and watch my own videos to very thoroughly catch up. So kind of interesting point there. So eventually I'll get back to it. So we're heading down south here. We're south where Marnie's shop is, and I love the mixed seeds. So mixed seeds are a resource that we need. So I get excited when I get some now. So we need them. And no, Marnie, Shane is in the way. Get out of the way. You have really no choice. You can keep pushing, but you can just get out of the way. So Marnie's not here. Don't know where she's at. Hopefully I'll run into her elsewhere. Looking in there. Yep, she's not anywhere around. That's okay. And if I don't find her, that's okay too. We have 9 heart, or I'm sorry, we have 7 hearts with Marnie, I think. The single people that are marriage candidates, you can only get 8 hearts. So that's why it's not an arbitrary amount that I'm trying to hit. It's because that's the most you can get with single people. So I want to hit that with everybody first. Then I'll go back through and see if I can't hit 10 hearts with everybody else. The only other one you can do is your spouse, and you can get up to 14 hearts with your spouse. So, which is where I am at with Harvey right now. So each heart level gives you all kinds of special things. Earth crystal for Emily. Okay, I can do that. I've got extra earth crystals, and Emily will be thankful. And I don't know my relationship level with Emily, so that's why I'm thinking about that. And I thought, what difference does it make? It's 150 gold. And we want more gold. So we'll figure out where she is. Speaking of figuring out where she is, down in the description of my videos, I do have some useful links for you. I have the official Stardew Valley webpage, and this is where Concerned Ape puts any information about the game. It's where you can download the game from. There's all kinds of information there, update information, just all kinds of stuff. I have the official wiki, which is amazing. The wiki has everything you'd want to know about this game. It's amazing how fleshed out it is. The game is about 7 years old at the time of this recording, and it's amazing what you can find there. So for instance, if I want to know where Emily is, all I gotta do is go to the wiki, type in Emily. I'll learn everything I want to know about Emily. Things that she likes, things that her location. Oh, Marnie. Hi, Marnie. There you are. How funny is that? I was just thinking about you because it's your birthday. So while I'm here, let's have a birthday cake. How about that? There you go. Hold still. Yes, I remembered your birthday completely just off the top of my mind. Not so much. So I could have gone in and typed in Marnie and find out where Marnie was at 4:20 or 4:30 p.m. on a Thursday in the fall. Sometimes they have differences in their schedule, such as a rainy day. All of the characters have a doctor appointment with Harvey, and it's on this. It tells you what day that is because you can't get to them. It'll say they're in sitting in Harvey's office outside, or inside with Harvey, or inside with the doctor, or whatever the case may be. So I'm looking. Okay, where is she? She's not in here. Where the heck? So anyway, I could have looked it up, and I may have done that because there's only so many places people can be. They do have, this game has pretty good AI where they've got schedules and they go here and they go there. And then I remembered Emily works at the bar. Oh, wait, we've got some kind of a scene going on here. See where it says skip? That means we've got this little scene. Hi, I'll take your order in a few moments. Okay, Gus. I'm here to see Emily anyway. This is interesting. What? Oh, okay. It's Elliott. Hello, Rhiannon. What a pleasant surprise. Well, hi, Elliott. It's nice to see you, too. I was just stopping in to relax after an 8-hour writing session. Oh, good. He's a writer. Bartender, fetch me your finest ale and bring some wine for the lady. Well, how nice. Thank you, Elliott. That's very thoughtful. Gus is like, what? Okay. This is interesting. I don't remember getting this friendship points. I don't remember seeing this before. So it's like, okay, there you go, sir. Very kind, polite. Wait, I propose a toast to? Who should we propose a toast to? I don't know if it makes any difference. To my good health. To your doom? Ooh, to our friendship. That's a great idea. Here's to us. I don't know if it makes any difference or not. On how you answer these questions. Oh, and here we go. I got 19 energy. Strong stuff, he says. Uh-oh. And look at, I got a whole bunch of energy, but look at me. Apparently, I'm a little bit intoxicated. Now, that is a funny scene, but notice that I still am intoxicated. Isn't that funny? It's like, whoops, bumping into the chairs, bump into the counter. I'm not doing that. That's not me. Emily, okay. I think Clint's mad at me. No, he's not. I always thought we were friends. I think he's more than friends. I think Clint really likes her. All right, that's the Earth Crystal I requested. I really appreciate it. Here's your payment as promised. All right, what do we get? 150 gold? Hey, we need the money, so that's good. And let's check our friendship levels. Look at these ones that are full hearts. Awesome. Emily now is as full as hearts as we can get. We have 8. She is a marriage candidate. So I was looking down to see who's next. Sebastian, Caroline, Evelyn. So that's our next few people that we're going to be working on, those relationships. And of course, if we come across a birthday for somebody that's on our list, we'll try to make sure we get them a loved gift, which I don't know, maybe that's what happened with Elliott. I don't remember. You just saw that I passed my nemesis, Abigail. So if you haven't watched previous episodes, I accidentally gave Abigail 2 different gifts that she hated. I mean hated. Not only that, at the Easter egg hunt, she's beat me like 2 years or something. So she's my nemesis. So I avoid Abigail like the plague. She'd probably be the last person that I become best friends with because I just keep avoiding her. So anyway, even on her birthday, I stayed away from her. I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. That particular story plays out. But for now, I'm going to avoid Abigail. So I got a couple things that we collected along the way. We got our seeds. Let's see how many we got now. I make 6. And we're just going to keep saving them up until we take them and we use them to make fiber seeds. And we have a fiber field that's down on our property, and we continue to propagate those fiber because we'll need fiber in our crafting and stuff for different things. So I'm still making pumpkin seeds here, and what is the date? It's the 18th, and that I don't know why I'm making them because we can't plant anymore. We've only got 10 days total, and yeah, let's keep an eye on this, people. I hate to show you things that when I mess up, but I just want to let people know that occasionally, even someone who's played a game for 6 years or more, you make mistakes sometimes, especially when you're not paying attention. And sometimes when I'm playing, I'm not paying close enough attention. There's a couple of reasons for that. Sometimes when I'm playing, I'm also answering questions from my spouse, and sometimes I'm watching my crazy kittens that are getting into things they shouldn't be. And sometimes I'm texting people in the middle of something, and because I do play with the headset on, and occasionally my mind is in different directions, and occasionally I make a mistake. So we do have a mistake coming up, and it's a pretty good size one. So anyway, it's coming up. Stay tuned to watch a mistake. Oh boy. So anyway, it's 8:10, and I'm trying to say, what can I do? Oh, look at the Junibo Hut lights came on. They are so awesome. So what I was thinking is maybe putting some more wood area here, and I'm just not sure yet if I like that. So we'll let it sit and think about how it looks, and I don't know. I do have a review of Stardew Valley, and I thought I could put it underneath this. Looks like I can't. I have a review of Stardew Valley. On that review, there is an 11-year farm, which is my longest save there. And it's like, I thought I could move this thing. I'm just not able. I'm not trying to move it. And that's kind of my blueprint for what I'm doing, for what I'm shooting for how this is going to look more or less when it's all done here. So I'm making a few changes here and there, though. So we'll see how it all comes out. It'll be very similar to the review, to the screenshots in that review. I do progress shots sometimes, and I'll show what our farm looked like on day 1 of episode number 1, and then I show whatever the current view is. I'll probably do this in the springtime. When we hit springtime here in the game, because it really looks awesome when everything pops out. And then I'll show that 11-year farm just so you can see kind of where we're going, with a few exceptions that we're going to change. So keep making our coal there. We do need it. And so we're going to end our day here, usually around 10 o'clock if I'm not doing something else. We're going to end our day. Hop into bed and get some rest. We got a busy day tomorrow. So that's going to be, let's see what we got money-wise. Oh, that's not too bad. What is all of that? Oh, that fairy rose honey. It's 680 each. So that's your most lucrative honey, is that fairy rose honey. You get that by planting a flower right next to the bee houses. So we're on day 19 of fall in year number 3. And Harvey Jr., little sweet thing, and our baby's still in the crib, so we can't do anything with her. Must be a rainy day. And that's what Harvey's talking about. And you can't hear it because I've got the sound turned way down. Yes, it is a rainy day. I got the sound turned way down because I don't want to talk over it. Oh, thank you, Caroline. So our relationship with Caroline is coming along. And Robin's sending us wood. That's a good thing, since we have given her hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of wood over the past, almost 3 full years. you can see that there are pumpkins that are ready. The Junimos do not harvest on rainy days, so I don't care. It doesn't matter to me that I'm not in a rush. I'm not going to go down there and harvest them myself just because they're done. Because especially if I keep reminding myself, we've only got 9 more days left of the year, and there's a milk from our. Look at that. Beauteous. We only got that many days left, and I got to keep reminding myself we don't have enough days to replant. It looks like our baby Belle is liking us better. We're starting to get a high, gold quality small milk. When she likes us even more, we'll start getting large milks from baby Belle. So that's good. Better quality is better quality. So we'll take it. So thank you, baby Belle. Not such a baby anymore, and baby is a full-grown cow now, so that's why we're getting milk. And rainy days make it really easy to run around and get everybody a pet, and it's also the same in the winter because they stay inside in the winter time. And so it makes it easy to go around and give them some love. And if you don't give them love, your relationship goes down with them, and you'll get lower quality products. Well, we want higher quality. Look at those iridium eggs. How awesome is that? You don't get iridium mayonnaise when you put them in the mayonnaise maker, but you get higher quality. So there we go. Off we go. Now we're going to head over to the greenhouse, which we check every day. And all right, everything's growing just peachy. I shouldn't say that. I did screw up yesterday because I forgot to replant the star fruits. But all right, we just got one more thing left in our chest that we can use. And we're going to switch out pickled pumpkins with cranberries, and it will make cranberry jelly. Pickled pumpkins bring a pretty good amount of money, so I'm glad that we're doing the pumpkins. So each season I do grow a main crop that's going to be our most lucrative crop for the season, because I like variety. If you've watched other episodes, I talk about this quite a bit, and it's very important to me that I do a lot of variety. So check it out down here, putting our cheeses away, and it's like very, very soon we're going to pull those wines out of there that are not the ancient fruit wines or not star fruit wines, because have been saving them, but I don't think we're going to be needing them, or that we'll get to them, because we have so many ancient fruit wine now it's coming along great. I think we'll have sufficient amount to whoopsie. I didn't mean to do that. We have sufficient amount to be able to dump those other wines, which is fine. I mean, it was not a waste of time. So each stage that you take your produce or your whatever you're growing, and if you can sell it flat out if you want, or you can run it through a keg or let's say the keg, you can do that and then sell that, or you can age them in the cellar and then you'll get even more money. So each step gives you more money. So at this point, those things are going to take so long. Those plain wines are going to take so long that I'll probably just dump them and just do the ancient fruit wines, which is going to be a huge moneymaker for us down the line. Yes, it takes 54 days, but it's worth every day of those 54 days. I've talked a lot about all the different things that, oops, I didn't mean to get this last one. Put that back. Like, oops. You gotta leave one so it can propagate. So put that back in there. There we go. I read and I saw this on the forums where someone was saying that all they did was grow ancient fruit wines and that they were bored, and I thought that's a real easy fix. You just don't grow only ancient fruit wine. Yes, it's very lucrative. Yes, you'll get very rich, but you're going to be bored unless it's your whole point is to get rich. So again, you can play this game however you want. But I highly recommend, if you don't want to get bored, then go for variety. So you see me, I've got the bee houses over there. I mean, I've seen people that've got only bee houses on their farm. So I don't do that. I've got a few because I do like the honey. I like growing the honey. I think it's fun. And so that's why I have the variety that I do. And so that's kind of how I play. It's my way, and it's awesome that this is a true sandbox game where you literally can play however you want. So if making $1 billion gold in 1 year, and your first year of your game is your goal, that is a possibility. Go look at the forums for that post. If it's not, if you're more interested in role playing as a farmer, which is what I'm doing, then role play as a farmer. So there's lots of different ways of playing. This is my way. And I hope you're finding it interesting. So far, you seem to find it interesting. I get so excited in the morning. It's one of the first things I do is check and see what my subscriber count is. And it's been going up a lot lately, which makes me so happy. You know, when I decided to do this channel, I had to ask myself why. Why would I, what would be the point? What would be the purpose? What can I offer that you can't get 1,000 times over? And I answered my question for myself, and the answer was I just haven't seen slow plays. I haven't seen too many, or I haven't seen any of where people slow down and enjoy the game at a relaxed pace. And what I have seen is a lot of these power gamers, they miss things. They don't point things out. They don't seem to care about a lot of the details that are in the game. And that's what I'm about. I'm about relaxing and slowing down and looking at these details. And does not mean I'm not going to miss details. Of course, that does happen sometimes. But that's the way that I play. And I am a retired person, but I played that way before I was retired. I always like to slow down and enjoy games. And, you know, as I get older, I'm finding I'm liking games that have fighting less and less. It stresses me out. It's like, I don't want to be stressed. I just want to enjoy the game. So that's what I'm doing. So again, I'm taking a look here again. You've got Sebastian, Caroline, Evelyn. Harvey Jr. is just going to increase as, you know, as he continues to grow up, and we continue to give him a little bit of love every day. We just give him a hug, we click on him, and that increases that relationship. And so, again, I just keep looking at those people, and as time permits, it's like, okay, I know that Sebastian likes that. I cannot remember what it's, Samanji? Am I saying that right? Hopefully I am. I really should be grabbing rainbow trouts because I'm looking for ones that have extra, and it's rainbow. I hate to use rainbow trouts because it's kind of a rarish fish, but at the same time, I have 15 of them. So what I'm going to do is make some of that for him, and I know he likes it. I know he loves it, so it's a loved item for him. And, you know, once we get the people at the 8 heart level, then we'll just, here we go, we're going to make it. There it is. Ta-da! So we got his. And so if you want to know, go to the wiki and you can find out what people love. In some cases, we found out other ways. So like secret notes, we found some of those early on in the game, and the secret notes would tell us things like, like for instance, a shopping list. Someone would have a shopping list, and the shopping list would be loved items for different villagers. So there's ways of finding out within the game. And I probably should not have given Abigail the 2 gifts that I did. I've been relying on the sweet pea flowers, the daffodils. I was relying on some of those in the beginning, especially because most people love them, or at least like them. Well, apparently Abigail didn't, and I gave her 2 things that she didn't like. So anyway, it is what it is. I do the best that I can, or if I want to make real sure, I go to the wiki and find out. So you don't have to go to the wiki ever. You don't need to. It's not a absolute, but if you want to save yourself some headaches, it's a very useful tool. And I find that I use wikis. I don't want to figure out puzzles. I don't want to figure out a lot of things. I hate puzzles anyway because I'm not good at it. So if it's something that requires a puzzle, I look it up on the wiki. So let's see. Caroline is one of those people that I want to continue working on my relationships with. And oh, there she is. And because she does something really cool. And we want to get to that really cool thing that she has. I had heard that someone said, you know, one of the people, they were talking about villagers to be best friends with first. And Caroline was one of those people, and I completely forgot about the things that she does. So, and I always forget about poor Pierre because he's always behind the daggone counter. So we're going to give him a daffodil. He said, that's very kind. I like this. And so he tells us, I like it. So a liked gift is okay. You don't get as many points, but that's okay. We're just working on it a little at a time. Here's Evelyn in George's house, and good, she's home. It's like, oh, good. Oh, dear. She said the roof might be leaking. George used to scamper right up and fix it. Oh, poor George. Just a sigh for George. There we go. Evelyn, I just adore Evelyn. She is the sweetest thing. The only thing she ever tells you is don't step on her flowers. I think it's the only negative thing she ever says to you, which is fair, totally fair. So, alrighty, let's go see if we can find Sebastian. And I'm just kind of taking a wild guess. It depends on the days. Again, it's a rainy day, and I don't know where he's at on rainy days for sure. But I'm going to check his house first because he's often there. His house is in the basement of the Carpenters. His mom is Robin, and his dad is Demetrius, sister is Meru, and he's not there. Daggone it. I thought, well, maybe he's up here. No, he's not in the kitchen. So, where the heck is Sebastian? Oh my gosh. I don't know. He could be over, sometimes he's over by the lake over here. They call the mountain lake. Sometimes he's just standing right up here. So, I didn't see him. I don't know. Oh, got our little wormy thingies, otherwise called the artifact spots. Oh, a train is passing through Stardew Valley. Do we want to torture ourselves? Do we want to run up there in anticipation that we're going to get something cool? Now, I've talked about this quite a bit in previous episodes, how many times I've come up here in this playthrough and gotten diddly squat. So, as you can see, the train has not come past me yet. I'm all the way here, so I'm going to see the whole train. It's like, okay, and you can't hear it. I've got the volume turned down too low. So the train, what happens is the train passes by, and in theory, it's supposed to drop stuff off of it. Now, I swear to you, in my 11-year playthrough, it was more often than not I would get something. On my first time, I got like 15 geodes. Irregular geodes. I couldn't believe it, so I anticipated that would be the case every time. Well, this playthrough has not been the case at all. Look, that could be gems. I don't know. This case has not been with this playthrough. It's only been about 25% that I've gotten anything. And that means 75% of the time I run up here for no good reason. So it's very, very frustrating to me that I would run up here. Sometimes I'm not close by like I was this time. Sometimes I'm busy. I'm on the farm. And did we get anything? Are we seeing anything here at all? And yes, this time we did. This time we got some useful gold ore that we needed. So the last time we came up, we got a whole bunch of stuff. So, it gives me hope, but at the same time, I'll have my hope dashed at some point. So we're still looking for Sebastian. I did check the wiki because I wasn't finding him in his normal locations, and apparently there's 2 different places he could be on rainy days. And look at this, we ran right into him. Apparently he was headed 7 p.m. so apparently he was headed home. So he's an interesting character, and a lot of people choose him for a spouse. And I've talked about this before, but it's been a long time that I've talked about it. And where's his friendship? Look at that. Oh, we only have one more heart with him. So awesome. We're getting there. So when you're choosing, if you decide to choose a spouse, I know a lot of different age groups play this game. And I know the person who designed it is a younger person. And the problem that I see for someone my age that plays this game is everybody seems like a kid to me. And so when I see Sam riding a skateboard, in my senior mind, that's not a marriage candidate. He's way too young. He's a little kid, right? So, and I should go further to explain that I role play myself in games, or part of myself. Obviously, I'm not a farmer. Obviously, I don't use my hands with tools, and I don't raise cattle and goats and things like that. But my personality, I do role play. And if I can make my character look a little bit like me, then I do. So I do have gray hair. And as of today, because it's a summer, warm, sunny summer day, it's up in a bun like that. Now, even though my husband doesn't like it because he says it makes me look too old. But, and glasses. So I wear glasses. So all of those things, I kind of immerse myself in a game, and it helps me with immersion if I can role play a little pieces of myself in some way. So when I'm going to choose a spouse for myself, all these characters seem like children, And so it just doesn't work for me in a role-playing sense. Harvey is the only, if I'm a person wanting a male and I am an older person, then Harvey's the only choice because he isn't a child. And it does help that he has glasses on and all that. I wish he had gray hair, but there's only a couple people with gray hair and they're not marriage candidates. So that's my gripe about that. And I'm hoping that maybe someday with an update, we'll get more marriage candidates in the game. Of course, people would probably have to start their game over, I would imagine. I don't know. But I don't know. I should probably make that as a suggestion on the suggestion board that we get some more senior type options. Look at that beautiful cauliflower over there. Yeah. So anyways, it's coming close to the end of our day here, and I'm going to put all the things that we've gathered away. And these are forageables, those things that I found. And again, eventually we'll have enough we can run them through the preserve jars and get some jellies and jams and things. And here's all the pumpkins that I've fruitlessly making. Look at that, 215 pumpkin seeds. Oh my gosh. I sense disaster coming, so keep watching. So anyways, we got some stone and we got all those gold iron ore that we really needed. So that was a useful trip up to the train. That's 2 useful trips up to the train. So I'm sure that we will get our hopes and dreams dashed yet again at some point. So it's 10:50 and I better put that coal away. It's 10:50 and if usually at a certain time I try to get to going into bed. I don't like being out too late. So we're going to go ahead and hit the hay, so they say. Yes, we're going to sleep for the night. And let's see what we got here. Oh, look at that. Nice. What was that, our pumpkin? That's our pickled pumpkin. Look at that. 4,000 gold for 21 jars of pickled pumpkins. And that, my friends, is why I'm planting pumpkins. It's day 20 of fall in year number 3. So, oh my gosh, 440,000. That is awesome. And we've got a couple things that I've got in mind here, and we're going to be seeing it soon. What I'm checking the TV for now is I want to double check for recipes. Oh, look, there's our baby Rose. How you doing, sweet pea? So I want to say hi to her. And now that we can do that, we should, because we get hearts. And look at our field. Look at our field. So we also, I'm not trying to get the mail, I'm trying to get all of the batteries. I'm so glad I made those extra batteries, the extra lightning rods. And they're in a terrible spot. This is not working at all. So I'm going to have to figure something else out, because I'm going to have to hit to break one so I can get in there and get to those other 2. And how can I get them? Yeah, I could use that. I never know which tool will let me get something. Can I reach it? Nope. Daggone it. So I'm going to have to figure out something else for the lightning rods. It's like, this is not working. I need to be able to get to the mall quickly and not waste time like I am right now. So, goodness sakes. Where's Harvey? I probably just blocked him in. He'll never be able to get out. I just threw those down to get them out of my way. So look at that. What is it, 9 batteries? So that's awesome. We needed those batteries. We don't want to run out, and we got things that we want to make that uses them. So look at that. Just doubled our amount. We already had 9. Now we have 18. So that's fantastic. So let's see what we got. Yes, we got 6 ore. It looks like Harvey has watered the cat bowl. We need to put a little more hay in the silo. So we're not, oh, yeah. I accidentally made a cheese press. What happened was I had my right mouse button down, and I was going down through the kiln and all that stuff, and I held it down, and it got onto the workbench, and it clicked on the cheese press. I did not intend to do that. I did not intend to get a 3rd cheese press. It's like, oh my gosh, can't believe that happened. So anyway, oopsie. So that's okay. We'll use it. Goodness sakes. All right, so saying good morning to everybody really quickly. And gonna get our milking done here. It's like, okay, there's our 1 milk. There's Nanny. Do we have any milk with Nanny? We did, which means our other goat will not give us milk, and we should have milk from our baby Belle. So there we go. We've got 3 milks. So awesome. And because now we have 3 going on, it's not a horrible thing that we have a new cheese press. It's just, I did not intend to do that. So we have regular silver and gold star small milks. That's great. And then we've got a large one now, and I'm going to just put this thing down. And there is our mayonnaise machines. Hopefully I won't make any more of those. We've got a sufficient amount for the animals that we have in here, and there will be no more animals. There's 12. So even if I switch out for a different, like I change out a chicken for a dinosaur, there won't be any more than there already is. So I really don't need any more machines in here. I'm good. So I'm glad I didn't accidentally make a mayonnaise machine. That would have not been good. Cheese press, that's okay. We will be able to use that eventually, because we're going to end up with 12 animals in that barn, the deluxe barn. So anyway, I'm carrying around that cheese press for no good reason. Look at the Junimos. Look at the Junimos. They are going crazy, harvesting all of the pumpkins. So thank you guys. I love it. I love it when it's harvest day. It gets me really excited because it's such a sense of self-satisfaction. It's like, look at what I did, or we did, I should say. So come on over here to the shipping bin, throw the mayonnaise in, and then continue on. We have like a second set of chores that are down below. We pick up our bait from the worm bin, and we got 4 this time, and just refill what we got going on here. Come on, what's happened? Did I miss one? Yes, I did. Okay, I thought I only had 4. Sometimes I get 5, and it's like, okay, no, I was pretty sure I had 4. And we're going to switch out that stick in the recycling machine, and gave us refined quartz. Go put that in our resource bin. And let's see, we're doing pretty good on the refined quartz, I think, and that is largely because of the recycling machine gives us so much. And by then, at this point, I realized that I still was carrying around a cheese maker. It's like, okay, where am I going to put this? Cheese press, I guess I should call it. And for now, it's like, okay, I think we're just going to put it over here on the side. We'll probably redo this later and move them all side by side. But right now, I just wanted to get it out of my pack to continue on my chores for the day. The 20th day of fall in the year number 3. So, now, if I had looked at that a little bit closer, I would have seen that it takes 15 days. Look at that. What have I done? I have 8 days left in the season. It takes 15 days to grow the pumpkins minus the 25%. I didn't even get excited that there was a giant pumpkin down there. Look how many seeds I put down until I figure this out. And this is so embarrassing to show you guys, because there's nothing I can do about it at this point. And I'm just running along. 13 days. 13 days. 13 days. Minus 25%. I was so angry. And I thought, what if I can hit them? What if I can hit them back up and see if I can recover them? I don't think I can. No, it didn't recover them. I was hoping that it would recover them and I can go put the seeds back in the chest, and the answer is no. So I lost all those seeds. So I was just like, what an idiot. Because I have things to grow at the end of the season like this, where I've only got a few handful of days. You can see that's going to take, yams take 10 days, but probably less because of my deluxe speed grow and some double checking it, going, okay, we got bok choy and eggplant and amaranth and artichoke. So I had things already planned out that will grow in this period of time. So I was just so incredibly annoyed with myself that I had wasted all those seeds. It's like, you deserve to go to Pierre's a whole nother year. What a dope. So anyway, I'll put down some other things that I have, and I'll just point out again, I was not even excited that I got a giant pumpkin. So that's a giant crop. You get those by putting 9 plants together of the same kind. You can get pumpkins in the fall. Spring is cauliflower, summer is melons, and I just got 18 out of 9 plants. So it's not just something cool. It's very cool, and you get more produce. I got double the produce on that. Those 9 plants gave me 18 pumpkins, which made me happy since I just wasted way more than that. I did notice that I had some spots that had lost their deluxe speed grow, so I want to make sure that I came back and filled that in, because whatever I put here I want to grow faster. So there we go. And just keep planting whatever I've got here. All these things that I'm choosing will grow in time, should grow in time, unless I'm an idiot, which is total possibility. It says 8 days for that, but again, it should be 25% faster, so it should be 6 days. So we'll see. We will see. And the Junimos do get in the way sometimes, and that's what happened. He was standing in my way. It's like, I love you guys. Get out of the way. Go somewhere. See right there? I couldn't plant. Get out of my way. Thank you. I don't mean to be I don't mean to be disrespectful or unappreciative. I'm very appreciative of these guys. The Junimos were a complete game changer. And so I was very happy to have them, because it frees up all this time. And so anyway, I was thinking, all right, what else do I have? I saw another spot that needed deluxe speed grow. So I want to make sure I have it there. So whatever I plant. Oh my goodness. So you guys, maybe other people don't make huge mistakes like that. Maybe I'm the only person in the universe that would make a huge mistake like that. But you guys get to see it. It's like, oh my gosh, here you go. Oh no, that's so embarrassing. It's because I wasn't paying attention. I didn't look at the date. I didn't look at the seed packets that tell me very clearly that they would take 13 days to grow. And so it's like, all right. So I went and grabbed the beets. The beets are something we haven't, this is the first year we've had them. We actually needed them for a quest, of all things. And so I thought, let's run these through there. I think I have time to grow them. And so cool. All right. Maybe we'll have some more beets if we're lucky and we're not a dodo head. All right. I'm thinking, where do I want to put them at? Let's try down here. There we go. Hopefully we'll get them. You can see that I'm still cranking away on the cranberries. Cranberries, very, very good, very, very lucrative, because they do multiple harvests, and eventually I'll end up with way too many cranberries, and that's a good problem to have. So we've got 8 days left in the season. Hopefully we'll get some more pumpkins. Looks like there's a few that'll be ready in a couple of days. So what I was looking here is like, okay, what else can I grow? And I had already taken all my seed packets out, and it's like, let me double check. Eggplants, yeah, I knew I could do those. I think there's some more bok choy that we could plant. I think that's just only 4 days or so. And I thought, let's go ahead and run these through our wonderful seed makers. And a lot of people, I've had people on the forum say that they consider seed makers a waste of time. And my answer to that is, well, for your play style, maybe. For me, wanting to be self-sufficient, it's not a waste of time. No, I don't want to eat it. I want to put them in there. There we go. There we go. 5 days for those. So we can do 5 days on those. And let's see. Put some more bok choy in. No, it's not a waste of time for me. I want to be self-sufficient. So to get self-sufficient, what I do is I run my seeds. There we go. Yeah, plenty of times to grow those. I want to run my seeds, my produce that I grow myself through the seed makers. Then that way I don't have to go see Pierre. I could use the seeds that I grow myself. And that makes me feel very productive. It's very satisfying to me to grow my own stuff and propagate my own seeds. So that's part of my gameplay. That's part of what really makes me happy and feel productive. So anyway, that's why we're doing what we do. And I think that's probably it. I don't think I really have anything else that I could run through the seed makers. So I've planted as much as I can. In our last 8 days here, we'll see what we get. I did able to get another mixed seed, so that made me happy too. So I'm double checking here and saying, okay, that's 10 days. I probably could have planted them, and it might have made it, but what not? What if it hadn't? Because look at I don't have very many yams. So I'm kind of like, what else can I get? I'm going to do a couple more beets, another bok choy. So I've done as much as I can. And I'm really aggravated with myself because that I had planted those pumpkins. Like, that was so stupid. How could I have done that? How could I have not paid attention? That's what you get for not paying attention. So anyway, we're going to grab these extra seeds and go. And you, by the way, for each produce that you put through your seed maker, you get from 1 to 3 packets of seeds. So I love it when I get 3. It's like, yes. All right. So we're going to go plant these up here. All right. That's going to be it. That's going to be all that we can plant. Gosh, I was so mad and furious with myself. So I thought, I want to take a little walk around the farm just to make myself feel better. Oh, Lordy. So anyway, we are going to have the word mistakes in the word of the day. So down in the comment section, I want you to use the word mistakes in a sentence. That shouldn't be too difficult. Do not say the secret word of the day is mistakes. I want you to use it in a sentence and entertain me and make me feel better, please. I would appreciate that. Please make me feel better. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. So again, I'm trying to squish out as much as I can. And that was 2. So this is how many seed packets we get with 2 beets. I think that was. So we're going to grow a few more beets. So we should have a good supply of beets this year, considering it's our first year. I won't put them through the, we got 1 because we got 3 mixed seeds. Okay, that's fine. But we'll see. We'll probably run all of the beets that we harvest this year through the seed maker. So I won't put any through the preserve jars or anything. So I'm looking and seeing what else I can do here at the end of this very frustrating, annoying day. And I thought maybe we should work on our bars. We're going to keep those bars going. I've said this, but it's been a little while, is that you really want to keep your head on your bars, because your iron bars, if you don't, then there's going to come a time where you need something and you need X number of bars and you don't have it, and then you got to make them first. That's happened to me early on in this playthrough, where I didn't have enough bars of what I was needing. So keep them going so that you have a huge supply, because you never know when you're going to need it. So that's going to pretty much be the end of our frustrating day. Oh, I'm glad he's daydreaming. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate any likes on my videos. That really helps me feel like I'm doing something that other people besides me finds interesting. And give those videos a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you again for all my new subscribers and all of my people that have been with me since the beginning. You guys are really important to me. You really make my day. And again, thank you so much. But really, the most important thing is I want you to have a wonderful rest of your day.